I don't want to come on here and, you know, people perceive me to be totally like ignorant to the world. But what I do believe is that I think, you know, all of this pain that we go through as humans is here as experience and as lessons. And I honestly, my heart goes out to everybody. Like we can do this. You can do this. The world, life is not an easy feat. Like, it is not easy being here, but it can have ease to it, and I just have so much respect for every person and love for every person going through things and pushing through, rediscovering themselves, rediscovering the world, and finding joy and love. Like, it means so much to me. It really does. And I have so much faith in everyone and trust that it's gonna work out. Yeah, I really do. I really do. First off, hi, welcome to Olivia Sanctuary. I'm really happy to be here. I've recorded a lot this month, like a lot. I've edited and made little films and stuff, but nothing has actually felt nothing has felt right. I can't put my finger on it. Nothing's felt right. Whoa, what are they? You see these little mushroomy things? 2022 for me has been such an incredible year, because not only did I experience the great loss of someone and something and then like gain myself, but I also let life live me, which seems strange when you first hear that, but essentially what I did was I didn't think so much, but it also came from meditation. So like the more I meditated, the more I could follow the feelings and the flow of things rather than trying to think so hard of what to do. Like everything just got like fed to me at the time. And so this year has just, well, I say it's like spring, summer and autumn this year have just blown my mind. Like, I've been so in love with life, myself and everyone else. Like, I've fallen in love with people, so many people. Every person I walk past, I just love them. All of the dogs, so many dogs. I meet so many dogs and I just fall in love with all of them. Babies, there's so many incredible babies. Nature, everything, just everything. And so back to the original point, this month has felt weird. It's felt really weird and I couldn't put my finger on why, but then I found out something yesterday and I had a bit of a cry, and there's been a lot of things recently this month, and I said some prayers last night, which, you know, the old me would be like, what? But praying now is different to what I perceived it to be beforehand. From that, I just got the urge to paint, so I did some more painting. And then I was going to sleep to a video about near-death experience, about a woman's particular near-death experience, because I listen to them all the time. It's something that I listen to a lot since my awakening. And well, today I woke up feeling so peaceful, so clear and loved and in love. There's a calmness in me today that has changed, and Yeah, yeah. So I want to state first off that I haven't had a near-death experience, but what I did want to talk about is the fact that whenever I listen to people talk about their near-death experiences, I can understand it on a level of what they get from these experiences and the feelings and connectedness that they come to have. In fact, I'm gonna set up and I'm gonna sit and chat about this. Hello, okay, I think this is a good spot. I'm crouching because the ground is not good to sit on right now, put it that way. And I think this is one of the most peaceful and beautiful locations so far. We've just got this beautiful, gently flowing river. It's foggy, it's damp, but it's so crisp and cold and just really beautiful. The air feels so fresh and clean. I'm just really loving today. Just such a beautiful feeling. And it finally felt right to do a video about what I'm going to talk about, because I haven't really been sharing much of this. So, like I said before, I was talking about I've been watching a lot of near-death experiences and I can understand what they get from it. And although I haven't had a near-death experience, actually a death experience where I've left my body, I've had a fraction of that in the living. So to explain it simply is, I don't think this is something I've ever mentioned on my channel, but on my journey over the past, I'd say it's been the past 9 months, but really getting into who I am and what this life is has been like 5 months. And I learned about something called the dark night of the soul, where basically you just go through this dark period where you almost lose yourself as a person. Your sense of self just dissolves, and you're forced to look at the deepest, darkest parts of yourself. And when I say forced, I mean it comes so naturally. It doesn't feel like it's a decision when it's happening. It just feels like there's no choice but to do this. I have to look at every part of myself and really dig deep into what I do and don't like, and the things I don't like about myself, I need to check them out. There is no choice. So the dark night of the soul a lot of the time triggers an awakening, which I've read about, and I didn't know it at the time it was happening, but now that I've gone through it and I'm where I am now, I can look back and see that that's what happened. And so when I watch people talk about near-death experiences, although I don't know the feeling of actually leaving my body and, sort of viewing myself or viewing this body as a soul outside of the body, I do understand a lot of what comes from it. I also have had some smallish out-of-body experiences over the past 5 months. Don't know, it's making me cry because it's been such a beautiful time and experience for me this year that I feel connected to talk about it as much as I do to experience it. So the out-of-body experiences that I've had, they've been the same each time. Some a little bit more than others in depth of experience, but the same experience. So how I can explain it, and I'm sure other people have had this as well, which I think is why it's nice to talk about, but it'll be a moment where I kind of black out from, it's like I zone out of the space I'm in, and I'm here, imagine a fisheye lens where it the curved mirrors, is it convex mirrors? And you're like, when you go up to it, your face is like, your head's like bigger, and it's, you know what I mean, like the fisheye lens. So it's as if like one eye was here and one eye's here, but I can see myself as I can see. And I'm looking down on myself and I can literally see me. And that's what I've experienced. And in those moments I can feel that it's like there's a separation between like my body and me as a soul. I talk to the universe, I talk to the collective consciousness that is here on a daily basis. I write to the universe, which also sort of feels like, you know, it's just writing to myself and the universe. Like, I feel like we're one and the same. And honestly, like, I just, I can just feel the magnitude of awakening that's happening right now. I've heard other people say this, and when they've said it, I've been able to like be like, okay, I'm glad that's been said, because I've been feeling it. So like, I've been feeling like there's a general awakening happening on the planet. Like, we right now it feels like people are going through a lot of trauma, or are addressing a lot of past trauma, a lot of pain, tragedy that has happened within their lives or within their, you know, body that's been passed on. And I think that the internet is a beautiful place because it somewhat drives us to insanity, which can then bring sanity, which can then be used on the internet to spread the goodness. So like, I kind of think that the internet, although it might be viewed as like quite a toxic place, it's actually the same place that has the tools to spread awareness and awakening. So it's essentially, I mean, there is the balance in one single thing, right? Like, it's essentially like the ego and the spirit, like one against the other. And when they work together collectively to bring positive change, when one is overpowering to the point of it dissolving for the other one to take over and realize the goodness, it's kind of like that. That's how I see it. And so like, this channel and me speaking here about this now, it feels really really beautiful. And I think that's all along, that this is what I've been wanting, especially to be in places like this, because I feel so beautifully calm right now, so like in love with myself and everyone around me, and I can just feel that emanating into the world today. And I'm just so appreciative, like just so appreciative that I can even just sit here with this camera, like this really cool camera next to a river in a place that I hold so dearly in my heart, and speak about my experience. I'm gonna leave it there because I'm meeting my friend and her dog for a walk, which I'm really looking forward to, because her dog is amazing and she's amazing, and I'm sure we'll have a lovely chat. So on that note, amazing to have anyone here again, anyone that's watching, the world, oh, everything. I'll be back soon, and thanks for coming to Olivia's Sanctuary. Mwah. Goodbye.